Paradox killed this game back in 2021, but now there are signs of life. Why has Imperator Rome suddenly sprung back to life with a respectable player count? Hello there strategy gamers, welcome to my humble channel where I talk all things strategy games. Today I'd like to talk about this game which I had high hopes for when it was released. Actually more like before it was released, if you know what I mean. It has since been abandoned by Paradox Interactive, no updates, no new content. Somehow though, in the recent weeks we've seen a remarkable increase in players. Like a phoenix rising up from the ashes. Now, I'm a bit late to this, so maybe we can expect to see a slight drop, but this all started with a rather innocent tweet about Imperator Rome Day, the man behind it, Laith, a YouTuber and someone who also streams on Twitch like other Paradox brand strategy games. From this seemingly harmless beginning, things spiraled into a much larger thing. Well, Reddit happened. Well, Reddit being Reddit led the charge in spreading this news of this glorious day of February 17th. And this was even picked up by the official Imperator Rome Twitter account, which had been dormant for about a year, suddenly retweeting this and spreading this unofficial Imperator Rome Day. It was official. Imperator Rome is back, baby. They were rumors or tiny rumblings that this was somehow pre-planned by Paradox. Which I'm sorry to disappoint, but no, this was entirely community driven. I mean, surely it wasn't, right? I don't think even Paradox would have seen this one coming. But they went along with the ride, which is still ongoing by the looks of things. Imperator Rome's Steam reviews have been all praises recently, with overwhelmingly positive recent reviews to what people called a disaster of a game. Can you believe it? Is this one of the greatest comeback stories? Look, I know some of you hope that Paradox sees the popularity of Imperator Rome and basically takes it out of cold storage and develops new content for it. But I just don't see this happening, as that will require shifting resources from active game development, and they've got to be working on Europa Universalis 5, which by the looks of things they are definitely teasing us. And remember, Paradox Interactive is a public listed company, so that's not really likely, although I do wish I am wrong here. But at the very least, you can expect some good discounts on Imperator Rome during sales. Like, I think right at this very moment as you're watching this video, there is the Steam Spring Sale going on, which you should definitely get Imperator Rome. And with the massive Invictus Mod package, which is a joint community effort to add more flavor and content to the game, it's much improved and oh so closer to the game we've always wanted it to be. The game is also way better than it was when it launched in 2019. I think the main point of contention was what us Paradox players called the mana system, where you accrued points on a few categories and you then spend those points on things. People just felt this was way too gamey. Now, Imperator Rome is a more organic kind of thing. Cultures shift over time, political influence grows, and it reminds me a bit of like Europa Universalis 3. Yes, I meant 3, with its glorious amounts of sliders. Shift those things a little, influence your nation's entire trajectory over a long period of time. Similar vibes, but no, not with the sliders. There are no sliders that I know of in Imperator Rome. For those of you who have been newly anointed as Paradox Grand Strategy players, Imperator Rome is kind of like a mishmash of different Paradox Grand Strategies. You've got a bit of Crusader Kings, a bit of Victoria, and of course it inherits the whole national stability system and a lot of other things from Europa Universalis. I mean, because the first game was after all an offshoot of Europa Universalis 2. It's an intriguing game that today is just so satisfying. You can just sit back and sink hours into learning the systems and just trying things out. That's always been my approach to learning a paradox game. Just try something and see whether it works well. That normally works, except for Hearts of Iron 4. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's another topic for another day. But if you're not as carefree as I am when it comes to learning new grand strategies, you should definitely check out this Imperator Rome guide for beginners by Konglomerat, probably the most recent guide that I know of. And he has a lot of other guides on the game as well. Do check it out. So, friends, Romans, countrymen, Rome calls you. I've done my part. It's time for you to raise the eagle banner. Long live Rome. By the way, I just like to take a little bit of time to say thank you for checking out my videos. It is much appreciated. Thank you for the likes and the subs. Thank you, you lovely strategy gamers. It's been a good few months since I began this journey, and there's more to come. Now, if you want to know what I think about Paradox Interactive and their not so stellar recent track records with game releases, I did this video here which might interest you. Do give this one a peep. Thank you and bye bye.